Hello, ladies and gentlemen, it's your number Fat Agent, and welcome back to the All-Time Euros Tournament, Episode 2. If you didn't get the first episode, that was the 1 seed, which was Italy versus the 8 seed versus Belgium. I'll leave it up in the eye things right now. But essentially, if you didn't watch the first episode, I am doing this because Euros 2020, the Premier League, pretty much everything has been canceled or pushed back right now. I thought it would be dope to hold a virtual Euros, but not just like a normal Euro tournament, but instead taking all the best players who have represented their countries throughout the years and make historic super teams and put them into an 8-team single elimination tournament and see who truly is the champion of all-time Euro. And much like any major tournament, we're gonna have a schedule posting this every Wednesday and Saturday. So every single week, you guys have something to look forward to. So come hang out. I'm gonna have a premiere for every single one of these matchups. Everyone in the premiere right now, can I get a Q in the chat if you're on quarantine? And if you're watching this at a later date, leave a Q in the comment section to just let other people know that you're not alone in this. And today's matchup, we got a good one, boys. We have the 5th seed in all-time Germany taking on the 4th seed in all-time France. Let me know in the chat and comments which team you are rooting for today. Before we get into the match, first we're going to go ahead and break down both of these teams, their starting 11s, and a couple of key players that could be difference makers in their matchup. And we're going to take both of these historically great teams, put them into career mode, and have them go head-to-head in a simulation season. Whoever finishes higher up in the table will get home field advantage for the live action match. And then we'll take these two teams and have them battle it out on the virtual pitch to see who moves on and who goes home. And if you are excited to see these two all-time greats take on each other, take your direct nipple, smoosh into the like button right now, and tell your friends about this so you guys have something to cheer about 2 times a week. It's the best I can do. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's get into the 5th seed, all-time Germany. Now, first off, a little bit of an asterisk here. These all-time teams that I've created are based off of the data that I can actually get. So, historic greats like Gerd Muller is not going to be appearing. But if those players were in the FIFA database from FIFA 07 or on, or they received an icon/legends card, then I've recreated them and put them into these squads. Like, for example, Franz Beckenbauer. I believe he has not been in FIFA since FIFA 16, but back then, I believe he was the highest rated center back, coming in at a monstrous 93 overall. Fun fact, was only one of 2 men ever to go ahead and captain a World Cup side to victory, as well as manage a World Cup side to victory. And what's interesting about him is that he kind of revolutionized a position in football. He started his career for Germany as an attacking midfielder, but then in his 2 next World Cups, he started playing a sweeper or attacking sweeper. He was basically a defender that would push up and join the attack, and he scored some miraculous goals back in the day. So that's why, even though it's a little bit risky in modern football, we have made him the captain of this side, as well as in the instructions, we're gonna make him play as striker. Yeah, Mom, I'm in the middle of recording a video right now.
When you have a chance, call me back, okay?
Yeah, I'll give you a call in about half an hour.
Okay, bye.
Sorry. My mom called me. Next up, tied for the highest rating on this team is 93 rated Lothar Matthäus. Matthäus is often considered the most complete box-to-box midfielder ever to play in the modern era. He could literally do everything. He could attack, he could defend, he could shoot with either foot, he had the pace of Maradona, and he could even be a free kick specialist. There was literally nothing this guy could do. As demonstrated by his stats, look, he's got 89 pace, 89 shooting, 90 passing, 82 dribbling, 90 defending, and 85 physical. Won the Ballon d'Or in 1990, also won the World Cup with West Germany in 1990, where he defeated Maradona in the final. Well, after the match, Maradona said to Matthäus, "He's the best rival I've ever had. I guess that's enough to define him. Never stop doing coke, Maradona. Never stop." The rest of the starting lineup, starting up top, we have 91 rated Miroslav Klose. He holds the title for being the all-time top goal scorer in World Cup history, with 16 goals in 24 appearances. Next to him, a little bit less renowned, but an excellent modern-day player in Marco Reus, coming in at an 88. At the cam position, we have throwback Ozil coming in at an 89. Him as well as Toni Kroos were a part of that great German side that captured the World Cup in 2014. Toni Kroos coming in at a 90 and one of the best midfielders of recent memory. And the 4th midfielder is 91 rated Michael Ballack, great player for Germany in the 2000s as well as Chelsea. Then we go into the back line, we have Andreas Brahma. This guy got a Legends card as a left wing back in FIFA 16. West Germany won a penalty in the final of the 1990 World Cup, and the player that they elected to take it was this man, the fullback Brahma, who scored it and won the World Cup for West Germany. And you know Germans, they're great at penalties. So for a fullback to be the top penalty taker for Germany, pretty spectacular. Did not expect that. And alongside him, we have flashback 91 rated Boateng. I don't know if Boateng was ever this high rated, but they gave his flashback card this rating. I think Italy had a more ferocious or iconic backline. But Boateng has a pace of 82, and Beckenbauer also has a pace of 82. So this might be the fastest center back partnership that you're going to see in this tournament. And then at the right back position, you have Bayern and Germany legend Philipp Lahm. Captained Bayern Munich to multiple championships, Champions League, as well as captained the 2014 Germany team to a World Cup championship. Some consider him maybe the greatest player ever to play in the Bundesliga. I don't know if that's true. I'm not German. And then in between the sticks, we have a little bit of a throwback Manuel Neuer. At the peak of his powers, he came in at a 92, which is 2 points higher than his icon counterpart in Lehmann. While he has diminished in recent years, back in his day, he really was an impassable wall. And that is the starting 11 for this all-time German side. As you can see, a combination of their golden generation that won it in 2014, as well as a couple of other eras throughout the 2000s and 90s. I just realized a lot of them are from the 90s. And then on the bench, you have Flashback Hummels, who also comes in at a 91. Alongside him, you have Flashback Götze, who is an 87 back in the day. Yes, he never accomplished his potential, but he scored one of the most valuable goals in German history, so he has to be on this team. You got Flashback Schweinsteiger coming in at 88. You got Per Mertesacker, who back in the day had a pace of 75. Yeah, look it up on SoFIFA. Alongside him, you got Flashback Podolski coming in at 87. You have throwback Thomas Müller came in at 87. You have Joshua Kimmich coming in at 86. Gundogan coming in at 85. Kadir coming in at 85. And then backup how it is coming in at 84 at left back. With his all-time Germany side coming in with an attack of 87, a midfield of 89, and a defense of 90. But how does it compare to the all-time French team? Leave it in the comments down below. How racist was that? How terrible was my French accent right there? And you're going to see that this team is mostly comprised of, one, the modern-day 2018 World Cup winning side, as well as the historically great teams that won the 1998 World Cup, as well as the 2000 Euros. And the main man with the plan for France was right here, Zinedine Zidane. Elegance is the best word to describe the man nicknamed Zizou, with his mesmerizing flicks, his slaloming runs, and his Sharingan-esque vision. And he is probably most well known by kids today as the headbutt guy. Let that be a lesson to all you youngsters. No matter how many great accomplishments, you're often just remembered for your biggest blemish. And then the other danger man for France that we're gonna have to watch out for is, of course, Thierry Henry. Arsenal legend, arguably the greatest Premier League striker ever, holding the record at 4 golden boots. Often marauding past defenders at full sprint, he was electrifying. And he's also Arsenal's all-time scorer, as well as France's all-time scorer. And he also owns the prestigious title of being the hottest footballer ever, according to my ex-girlfriend. So I hope he loses. And on the left side, you got Robert Pires, who also played with Thierry Henry for both the French sides that won the 98 as well as the 2000 World Cup. Him and Vieira were also part of that side, and that trio was also part of Arsenal during the Invincible season. What's most notable about Vieira is not only is he a monster standing at 6'4", but for someone so tall, he possessed an extraordinary high level of technical ability. Basically, imagine Paul Pogba, but if he put all of his stat points into defense. And then alongside him in the midfield, you have Claude Makelele, who's basically N'Golo Kante before N'Golo Kante. The only modern day player to make it into the starting 11 is Kylian Mbappe coming in at 89. And then the back line, starting off the left back position, you have Emmanuel Petit. Next to him, you have Laurent Blanc coming in at 91. You have 91 Desailly. And then you have Patrice Evra, who I believe is the only one in here who didn't really win anything internationally. And yes, he's traditionally a left back, but I'm just playing him on the right back because I just want to get the strongest starting 11 out there possible. And then this surprised me because I thought Hugo Lloris was going to be in here, but scouring all the databases for French keepers, the highest rated keeper of all time in any FIFA Ultimate Team or not, discounting special cards, was Sebastian Frey, coming in at 89. But back in the day, he was considered the best keeper in Serie A. Take for that what you will. And on the bench, you have legend Trezeguet, who is part of the great teams with Zidane, Pires, Henry. You have modern day Umtiti coming in at 87. You got N'Golo Kante, you got Antoine Griezmann, Paul Pogba, Aymeric Laporte, who's going to fill in at the fullback position, Rafael Varane, Matuidi, as well as Lucas Hernandez. All them guys are for depth, as well as they were World Cup winners. With the all-time French seed coming in with an extremely well-balanced attack of 90, midfield of 90, and defense of 90. I really have no clue which one of these teams are going to win. I am still single-minded. It's going to stay this way. We're in quarantine. How am I going to meet someone? Online? Get myself an e-girlfriend. All right, now what we've done is we've taken these two teams and put them into career mode. We're going to put it in a neutral league in the Serie A. And as for me to remain neutral, I shall be simming as Inter Milan. Now what we're going to do is we're going to sim to the end of the season right here and get that going. And we're going to see which team finishes higher up on the table. And once that gets going, you guys can go ahead and vote up in the iThingies which historically great team you think is going to come out on top of this preliminary bout. Whoever does come out on top gets home field advantage, which is going to be a slight advantage. But, you know, if you haven't seen the first episode, spoiler alert, didn't really amount to much. But I guess we'll find out at the end of the season. Take it away, Time Wizard.
Go, Time Wizard!
All right, we start on June 1st of 2020. Let's see how the teams did at the end of the season. And oh, the Germans. The Germans. Oh, no. What? Germany cheated. I did not sign Circo Immobile to be on this German side. So a little bit of a controversy in this Euro tournament right here. Getting the assistance of the Italians, much like in World War II. I see you, Germany. But as you can see, Miroslav Klose, a dominating 32 goals in 38 appearances. Immobile coming in second place with 26. But Kylian Mbappe right there with 26. Zinedine Zidane coming in with a strong 24. And then you have Thierry Henry coming in with 20. And Robert Pires coming in with 16. You got to go all the way down to 14th place for Thomas Muller to find another German on here. And when it comes to assists, it is Zizou who comes out on top with the golden ball. 17 assists. Thomas Muller coming in second place with 15. Oh, okay. So the French also cheated this one. They signed Andrew Robertson from Liverpool, who came in third place. What is going on here? And Philip Lahm contributing 11 assists. Robert Pires contributed 8. Brahma contributing 8. Thierry Henry contributing 7. And Immobile, again, is in here in 15th place with 7. But I guess it's fair. Both teams cheated. And oh, here we go. That is surprising. That is pretty darn surprising that Hugo Lloris has beat out Manuel Neuer for top clean sheets. Lloris coming in with 22 clean sheets. Manuel Neuer's 20. I have no real clue who's won this. All right, Inter Milan in 4th place. 3rd place is Lazio. Drum roll. 2nd place. Wow, what? Oh my God. So already going through the teams, you knew that these teams were pretty evenly matched, but holy shit. It is a tie at the end of the season, 109 points to 109 points. The record is completely the same. 36 wins, 1 draw, 1 loss for both all-time Germany and all-time France. What it came down to was goal differential, and France beat the brakes off of Germany when it came to that. 104 in the goal differential to 93. But it was razor close. But France takes it, and France is going to have the home field advantage in the knockout tournament match. We'll take you there live now. All right, boys, as you can see, we're now onto the live action portion. We've got all-time France versus all-time Germany. And since France went ahead and won the simulation season, France have the home field advantage, and thus it'll be played in Paris. Legendary difficulty, CPU on CPU. I'm not going to touch anything. And as you see, these two historically great teams straight out onto the pitch. You guys can go ahead, vote up in the iThings right now on which historic team that you think is going to come out on top of this and who is going home. And look at them. The Germans in their Bayern kit that kind of resembles the Germany kit. And I chose PSG to represent France because, I mean, in recent memory, they're the most prolific club, as well as their kits kind of resemble modern day France kits. But look at that, Zinedine Zidane looking as handsome and striking as ever, even with the bald spot. The second game in the all-time Euros tournament is about to be underway here. They were uber tightly contested in the simulation season. Let's see how close it gets in the live action match. Henry playing it back to Zidane. Henry linking up with Zidane. He can cross the ball if he wishes. He does. To the back post. Pires, it's there. Finds it to Vieira, and it flips off of Beckenbauer. Good intervention. Vieira, not too well renowned for his offensive capabilities, but Beckenbauer takes it to the face without even flinching. What a god. In possession so far. Pires with the dip of the shoulder. Can he get the cross off? He does. Has a near post. Vieira's there. Wow. Very close. Let's see if he actually gets this on target. It just happens so quickly. Beautiful little tap on, and ooh, just a bit outside. So far, the defensive midfielder with the most amounts of chances in this match. Desailly splits the line. Zidane spraying it out wide to Petit. Down the line to Robert Pires, who dips the shoulder. He's there. Henry charging into the box. He's got back line. Where's he going to go? Laying it off for Vieira. Plays it back to Petit, who shoots. He scores! Petit floating up from his left back position, and France take the lead in the 33rd minute. Excellent build-up play, patient play here. Pires giving it off to Vieira, and look at that, striding in at the right moment, at the right time. Emmanuel Petit, who scored the 3rd goal up against Brazil in the '98 World Cup, goes ahead and scores the first one up against Germany. A couple of half chances for Germany, but nothing solid yet. Working it patiently here. Oh, down the line to Royce! And in that is the first shot on target, but directly at Sebastian Frey. But that is going to be it for the first half. France goes in 1-0. As you can see here, France with the early lead 1-0, but it's relatively close. 3 shots to 2 shots for Germany. 2 shots on target to 1 shot on target for Germany. And exactly 50-50% possession for both sides. Not too much to be said, but the offensive creativity has been lacking for the Germans. All right, Lahm. Ooh. Deft little dip, loses Petit for a second, gets over to Marco Reus, sends in the cross. He's got good position there, slings it down, but Frey able to go ahead and smother that as well. Bolek to Ozo. Barely called his name. Closer! Takes a first-time shot! Oh, not too far away. Look at this. Let's see how far away. It looks like it was curling, but then just a bit outside. Looking around here. Mbappe. No one really taking charge of Mbappe. He's going in. Pass Henry! Is he offsides? No! Just a ball hair offsides right here. All right, Robert Pires. Able to deliver. Goes near post. Oh, wow. Henry tried to sneak one past Neuer. 85th minute. Mbappe still in this match. Over to Papa. Surrounded, running into a cul-de-sac now. Where's he gonna go? Plays it on the line to Henry! Gets the first one, but the second one is there! And that is gonna be it, boys. France are gonna be moving on past all-time Germany. Henry, just too much to be denied. Pogba slots it in perfectly. Where was the defense? Beckenbauer way too high up on the pitch. Boateng out of position. Neuer denies the first shot, and then Henry is not gonna miss the second. And here we go. Beckenbauer finally with his first Hollywood ball sprayed forward. Lucas Podolski cut inside, gets past one. It's almost there. Closer, can't get onto it. Desai puts it away, and Germany just cannot buy themselves a half-decent chance in this game. Now Michael Bolek, maybe two. Oh, Podolski! Oh my God. It's too late. It's far too late, but a consolation goal could have been here. Where was this Germany for the majority of the match? Now Philipp Lahm, Manuel Neuer has come up for this, but we are actually past injury time now. This should be the last kick of the game. Let's go it up. Neuer actually gets a touch onto the ball. Laurent Blanc is going to punt that away. But that is going to be it, ladies and gentlemen. In the all-time Euro tournament, France advances past Germany through that man, Thierry Henry, who is absolutely clinical. Just too quick, too lethal. France were the higher seed in this one, but I mean, it was pretty razor close for most of the matchup. And you can see at the end of the day, it was relatively even. Of course, it is a 2-0 win for France, but you can see in shots, it was 7 shots to 6 shots. The big difference was right here. Of the 7 shots that France delivered, 6 of them were on target, while only 3 of them were on target for Germany. And you can see of the shot cluster, France had a lot more inside of the box, while Germany was pretty much right on the edge for all of theirs. And also, France worked harder, 4 tackles to 1. And ultimately, the pace and lethality of Thierry Henry was too much. Another thing that I've noticed is I've tried to play them kind of historically accurate to the formations that they usually use, but far and away when it's CPU on CPU, it seems that the 4-3-3s tend to do better than formations that are not 4-3-3. So from now on, vote up in the I think is right here. Do you want this tournament to just be 4-3-3 from now on, or do you want them to play historically how they usually play? But that is going to be it for this matchup. The next one coming up is going to be all-time Netherlands, the 2nd seed, versus all-time Portugal, the 7th seed. And that'll be coming out this Wednesday. So set your clocks because you're not going to want to miss it. If you want to see the last matchup, go ahead and click over here, Dings and Poos. If you want to see something a little bit different, go ahead and click over here, Dings and Poos. But yeah, that's going to be it for me, BMOnus. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Stay safe, sanitize your phones, and until next time, boys, stay thick.